What's going on YouTube? It's Chris from Out West with Chris, and I'm sitting here with my, I think May or June, I'm still not clear on that, shooter's loot box. And I can't remember what rotation we're in, whether this is a rifle box, shotgun box, pistol box, not positive, but I'm excited to see what's in here. Alright, so there are 3 items in the box. The total value for the ultimate is $93.98, and yeah, you pay $75 for it, so you know, you're getting some decent buying power right there. So let's take a look at what the 3 items for the Shooter's Loot Ultimate for May 2017. Let's take a look. So first item on the list, let's just go top to, let's just go random. First item on the list is this. This is a Buckley Tactical Sling. This is from Allen. So convertible single to 2-point attachment, elastic covered snap hooks and bustles, elastic covered hooks, adjust to 50 inches. So you have a rifle sling. The value on this item from Allen Tactical, 1 2-point sling, is 20 bucks. So yeah, it's a 2-point sling or 1-point sling depending on how you set it up. Adjustable. It does have kind of that bungee shock cord, you know, on the side, so you know your weapon's not going to get jarred if you're, you know, running or you have to hop off a log or something. There's going to be a little bit of give in the sling itself. Elastic covered hooks, so not gonna, you know, that's kind of nice. You can slide this little elastic sleeve up kind of over the hook once you get it to your attachment points, and that way the metal doesn't scratch up a finish if you like have a nice Cerakote or something like that on your rifle, or just scratch up a blued rifle. Either way, you know what I mean. So that's kind of nice, being able to slide that up so the metal parts aren't rubbing. It also reduces sound, that type of thing. So pretty cool. All right, so here is one of my rifles. It is unloaded. So just to show you, no rounds in the chamber and nothing in the mag well. But basically what you're gonna do is, if you wanna run it as a 2-point sling, and all your rifles are gonna be a little bit different. Some of them have different attachment points. So, you know, just keep that in mind. But on this guy, you will clip there. Oh, it clips on really nice. I personally am more of a 2-point sling type of fan. That's what I run on my hunting rifles and that type of stuff. I like it because, you know, it's pretty easy to manipulate the weapon and get it up and shouldered depending on the sling and how your clip is situated, and depending on how your attachment point is situated. If you have it set right, you know, it's pretty easy to keep it where you can, you know, work with your hands. The muzzle's pointed in a safe direction. You know, the ability to swing the rifle and basically get it into a storage mode on your back while you're scrambling up a hillside is nice. And it's a little bit harder to do with a 1-point sling setup. Really easy to do with the 2-point sling setup. Now, shouldering the rifle, depending on the sling and where your attachment points are, it can get a little bit cumbersome sometimes. So, you know, if I want to shoulder the rifle in this setup, I can do so, but occasionally that little clip right there is going to want to interfere. Not typically, but it can. So you can typically shoulder pretty easily, but if you need to manipulate the firearm, the 2-point sling can be an issue. A lot of soldiers, folks in the military, are probably more used to running a 1-point sling setup. I don't run it on any of my firearms, so if that's something that you like, you do have the capability to do so with this sling from Allen Tactical. Just a couple of things while I was just kind of getting it set up and getting a feel for the sling. This clip right here popped off a few times. When you press it down, I don't know if you can see right now, it's not really a positive kickback. I don't know if it's supposed to be a spring in there that pushes that back open. I don't know if this, I mean, to me, you would want something that's going to kick back open. It could be something that just needs to be broken in, but for that to do that and not want to close automatically with some decent force, that's a little bit of an issue for me. So if you get one of these, take a look at that, be aware of it. It could be something that changes over time as you use it. Could be a break-in type issue. But other than that, the sling looks pretty good. So the next item in the box is from Magpul, and this is a rail light mount. Let's take a look. The light bodies will need to be 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch, slightly more than 1 inch, but 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch tube on the body of the weapon light that you're going to use. And yeah, it's a Picatinny rail mount. So for me, it wouldn't work on this Smith & Wesson M&P 15 because the only place I could mount it would be right up here on this top rail, because I don't have rails up here. Something like this will be great if you have rails that extend up towards the front of the barrel. But I do have that on another rifle, so this looks like a decent option. So it looks like it's a polymer and aluminum materials, so that's pretty nice. It's pretty light, and that's always a good thing. You don't want to add a ton of weight, so pretty cool. This value right here is $30. And Magpul makes great gear, reliable gear. Sometimes I think some of their stuff is a little bit expensive, personally. It's not that it's bad. I mean, this is good quality construction, good engineering on it, and it'll last a long time. But you can get kits for lights. I did a video on mounting an Olight M1X Striker on a rifle, and the mount cost me like $1. You know what I mean? And it works pretty dang good. So $30. Is it worth it? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. Everybody's got their personal preference when it comes to stuff like this. So that's up to you. I don't think it's a piece of junk. It's definitely not a piece of junk. I just think sometimes Magpul prices, because their quality is really good, sometimes I think their prices are a little bit inflated because you're buying the brand, if that makes sense. So that's that, $30 value. Something that I can definitely put into use, though. Okay, next up, another item from Magpul. These are patrol gloves, and these are similar to some gloves that I got in another subscription box quite a while ago, last year sometime. But they look a little bit more lightweight, which is fine by me. And yeah, these look pretty nice. So let's take a look a little bit closer and see what these are all about. All right, let's put them on. These Magpul Core patrol gloves are a let's see, $44 value. Man, those feel good. They have a nice little tab right here that you can grab onto, pull them on tight, and I think you can also use that. You know, if you took your gloves off, slip them onto like a carabiner and keep them together on a pack. They're a little bit slick right now. They'll take a little bit of getting used to, but you know, it feels pretty good. You can definitely manipulate your gun with them. They're nice and tight, but not overly tight. Flexible where they need to be. Pretty nice gloves right here. Like I said, you can manipulate, do what you need to do. So I just went and got a pistol. It's unloaded. Nothing is in the magazine well. Nothing is chambered. Let's just clear it so you can see. You could definitely manipulate the firearm. So yeah, I like the fit of these gloves. Everybody's going to be a little bit different just because you're going to have different size hands, but they fit really well. Good range of movement, but they're nice and tight, and that's going to be key for, you know, any type of shooting application. A glove that allows range of movement, but also doesn't have a lot of slack in them. Something that is nice and tight. So these are really cool. Possibly, well, not possibly, this is my favorite item in the box. So it's also the most expensive, 44 bucks. Overall, your value is $93.98, so 94 bucks. You paid 75. All right, everybody, that's gonna wrap it up for me. If you wanna learn more about Shooter's Loot, I'll have information in the description below where you can go to their website, sign up, learn more. I have a playlist where you can look at other Shooter's Loot unboxings. I'm really excited for next month. It sounds like they're probably going to be having a weapons light, and maybe something that you can mount on this in next month's box. I don't know though. It might be a pistol light. Who knows? I don't know what kind of light it's going to be, but they teased it, so really excited to see what they come up with in that box. There is a coupon code if you do want to sign up. I'll have that right here, and I'll have it in the description down below. If you like the video, please click that thumbs up button and subscribe. And as always, thank you for getting out west with Chris.